welcome to our today's class. You're welcome to our today's class on the course HCP 362. HCP 362. HCP 362, and we'll take a look at the topic equipment and technology in industrial pharmacy. Equipment and technology in industrial pharmacy. So we have an overview of common pharmaceutical equipment. So in the manufacturing sector, pharmaceutical equipment is used in processing, the manufacturing, processing, packaging of pharmaceutical products. Now, the type of equipment that can be used may differ anyway. So it depends on what you want to produce and the particular stage of production you are in. So on this now, we'll take a look at some of the equipment. So we have mixing equipment. Mixing equipment, in your dispensing lab, in compounding, we have your pestle and mortar where you mix small amount of ingredients to produce whatever, to compound a given dosage form. But in the manufacturing outfit, you use larger equipment. We use mixers. So these mixers, they are used to mix raw materials to form a uniform blend. We call it blending. Hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here we use big mixers. So we have one thing there is that this equipment, whatever mixer you want to use, should ensure that the active ingredient is evenly distributed throughout the products. The basic thing is that the active ingredient and excipient should be uniformly mixed to be able to get a uniform blend. That is the watchword. So no matter the mixer you are using, you should be able to mix them properly. So we have many of them. We have ribbon blenders, we have V blenders, and we have twin shell blenders. Ribbon blenders, V blenders, and twin shell blenders. So I want to advise you, you can go to YouTube, search for pharmaceutical mixing equipment. You'll be able to see some videos of this one is Ray video now of some pharmaceutical companies that have their mixing process on YouTube. So I want you to do it. Just go to YouTube, just search mixers, pharmaceutical mixers used in pharmaceutical companies. So you see them in action. So we have ribbon blenders, we have V blenders, we have twin shell blenders. Now, apart from mixing equipment, now what I want you to understand is that all those fundamental operations in dispensing you did in your first year, all those mixing, all those size reduction, size separation, mixing, weighing, all those things, we have big equipment for each of them, because in the manufacturing outlet, you are not dealing with milligrams, you are now talking about kilograms. So it's a large quantity. So the equipments are bigger than what you have in your compounding laboratory. So we have granulation equipment. So of course, I don't know I don't know if you have done granulation, what granulation is. I think for you to be in your final year, I believe you must have done it in your first year, second year, even in practice, even in practical. Um, Granulation is nothing but agglomeration of powders. Powders on their own, some powders on their own have what is it called? Have poor flow properties. They don't flow well. And if you go to the in the industry where you are doing tabletting, powders need to flow from the hopper to the dies, from the hopper to the die, so that it can be punched and form the compact mass we call tablet. So if the powder is not, you remember that these things, they're not the compression is not done one after the other. The thing moves around, and as the granules flow down and enter the die, the punch keep punching. So if there is a delay in the movement of the granules from the hopper down to the die, the punch may punch an empty die. It's possible, empty dies, and this we have a very serious problem. The friction will cause very serious damage on the die and punch. So that is why it's important for the granules to flow down. So in order for you to flow well, the powders are now what? Granulated. That's what we call granulation. Granulation is just formation of what? Granules. Agglomeration of powder to form what? Granules. You did this in your first year, right? You did granulation in your first year, right? Please, you can unmute your mic and answer question, please.
Yes, sir. We did the
Yeah.
first year, sir.
So I believe you are familiar with what I'm talking about. Now, so that is why it's important to granulate. So granulation is a very important step in manufacturing what process. So it helps to improve the flow and compressibility of the powder. So we have examples of granulation equipment. We have fluid bed granulators, we have high shear granulators, we have low shear granulators. I'm sorry, I wanted to see the possibility of us going for an industrial trip. I'll still see the possibility with the school management, and if Presido, hope you are there.
Yes, sir.
Maybe after you see me, let's see the possibility of going for such thing. It's very important, because not all of you went to the industry for your IT. I don't think so. Only some of you went. Please, after see me, let's see the possibility of doing that. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So then, but for the meantime, you can just go to YouTube, just search pharmaceutical granulators. You may be specific. You can just search it. You see many of them. So we have fluid bed granulators, we have high shear granulators, and we have low shear granulators. Now we also have the tableting machine proper. The tableting machine proper. We call it tablet presses. So this one is they are used for compression. They are used to compress the granules into what? Tablets. They are used to compress the granules into what? Tablet. Apart from the flowing granules, also, sometimes if you just get powder, the nature of some powder. If you get powder, some powder can be funny. If you get them and compress them, they will not come together. So apart from flowing, granulation also help the mass to come together if you apply force on it, force of compression. it helps them to come together to form a compact what mass. But some powder, if you just get the powder like that and compress it, so they may not come together. So that is also another benefit of what, another reason why we granulate. Apart from flow properties, it also helps in what, to be able to form compact mass. But I want you also to know that on this issue of um, forming granules before you now compress, this one is actually under the use of granules as intermediates intermediate products. So that means granules can be used. There's a dosage form we call granules on its own. That one is there. But granules can appear as a dosage form on its own. It can also appear as an intermediate in tablets preparation. So that's what I'm explaining now. So what happens is that I have explained part of what happens as the granules flow into the what dye through the hopper. Now what happens is that the tableting machine, the press is designed in such a way that it will give the tablet a specific shape, specific size, and even weight. So it depends. Some of them, the depth of the dye is vary. That's why you see some tablet, they have they are heavier than the other, they are bigger than the other. Some are circle, some are even some are in some have a polygon shape, 4 sides. Some have some are oval. At the same time, some different shapes and different sizes. This thing is on the die and the die and the punch, two of them. The two of them will design, give the tablet the shape you want it to. So that means the company from the beginning would have known exactly the shape of the tablet they want to produce, and the machine, the press is designed, the dies and punch are designed to be in that particular what shape. Did any of you here go to the industry for your IT? Hello? Did any of you
Sir, we are
went there?
we are listening, sir.
Who who among you went for the your IT in the industry in
We
manufacturing?
are not on the online meeting yet, sir.
You say what?
You have not joined the call, sir.
Who has not joined?
Those that went for the IT
Okay, okay,
at
okay, okay,
industry,
okay, okay,
sir.
okay, 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 okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's continue. So, the tablets, the tableting machine, we have single punches, single punch presses. That means that one has just single punch. We have the one that has a multi, not just single. In fact, they are rotatory presses that have different what stations, not just one stations. And we have high speed presses. There are different presses we have, different presses we have. So depending on the company capacity are not the same, and also company financial status are not the same. So and most of the time this single punch I normally use. I can remember when I was in school, in my school, in our pharmaceutical technology lab, we have this single punch presses. In those days, before the era of NAFDAC, those days when there was no, I think they were using it to do pilot tableting. We are just small scale tableting that was serving people in that vicinity. So that one is small. But those bigger ones, that rotary one, high speed one, those ones are big for large, more. The production scale is more than the single punch what presses. Then we also have capsule filling machines. We also have capsule filling machine. I believe you have done capsules. Of course, we have two types of capsule. We have the the soft gel capsule. We have we have the soft and the hard. Yes, and the soft one is single. It has just there's no body and cap. It's just there. But the hard one has the body, has the cap. That means you can open it. So now the way they are being filled are not the same thing. There is we have for the single one, both the shell and everything is manufactured there in the company, because as it's been manufactured, it's manufactured and filled and sealed immediately there in the company. It's produced, the shell, whatever ingredient you use in the production of the shell, everything is done there. But for the hard one, the shells are sold. You can buy the shells. You can buy the empty shells. All you need to do is just to fill it using the machines and fill the empty shells, and the machine will now cover it, and you package. So that's what happens for the hard shell, for the hard capsule. Now, in the fin of empty capsules, of course, it can be in the fin of capsule. It can be powder. It can be powder granules, mainly for hard capsules. But soft capsules are always, they can be jelly, they can be liquid. You rarely see solid in soft what capsule. Soft capsule is for gel, liquid, with at least a bit level of some level of viscosity, not just not just water consistency, but at least a bit of viscous jelly-like consistency, but it's liquid. Or you can say semi-liquid. I think I can take semi-liquid for soft gel capsule. But for soft capsule, but for hard capsule, it's mainly solid powders, granules. Now, whatever you want to do, the basic thing there is that the machines are designed to fill the capsule with the correct amount of the products. So we have different types of filling machines. We have the manual capsule fillers. We have the semi-automatic ones. That one employ both manual and the automatic. Then we have purely automatic capsule fillers. So we have manual one, we have semi-automatic, then we have automatic capsule fillers. Please, as we go, if you have any question, feel free to raise your hand and I'll give you opportunity to ask. Now, another point I want us to discuss is there are many equipment we can just. In fact, let me tell you something. Most of the things you did in your compound, most of them, they are. We have those that dry. Of course, you know that after granulation, you need to dry. So we have different equipment for that. We have even this fluid bed. We have fluid bed dryers. Even this we also have the fluid bed dryers. Of course, apart from the one used to dry the products or whatever, you also have the one used to maybe. We have small in your lab. You may have even your hand dryers in your lab, but there in the manufacturing outlet, we have a lot of them that are bigger in size, very big in size. Who is disturbing us, please? Hello, please mute your mic so it doesn't affect us. I'm managing my own here because of the noise here. Please don't contribute to that. Mute your mic, please. Okay? Have you done that? Please mute your mic. If you want to talk, you can on it again. You can unmute it, no problem. So it doesn't affect what you are doing. Is that clear? Okay, let's continue, please. I don't think that person is maybe the person's attention is not here. Okay. I think it's Olusola. Olusola, how far now? Mute your mic now. Mute your mic. Okay, let's continue. So we have other miscellaneous equipments, other equipment you can use, you can see in the manufacturing. We have quotas. Yes, we have quotas. You know, some of these tablets you see, we have coating machines. Some of these tablets you see, like multivitamins, they are sugar coated. Some are film coated. I believe you did tablet coating in your first year. Did you? Hello, did you?
Sir, we did it, sir.
Did you do tablet coating in your first year?
Yes, sir.
Good. So thank God you did that. So I believe you are familiar with what I'm saying. So we have coating machines. So we have the one that coats tablet, even with what is it called, film or even sugar. I've mentioned dryer. So those ones dry liquid preparation into powder or even granules. Then we have homogenizers. We have high pressure homogenizers. Those one they is used for fluid processing. That one is, we have, how I wish that there is a, what you do for me, what you do for me is that maybe you can also just check YouTube for homogenizers. Yeah, that one is purely for fluid processing, purely for fluid processing. Then we have, of course, we have ovens are there. Then we have there are other small ones we can use in quality control um, quality control department. We have your the one for to check the tablet disintegration time. We have the one for tablet disintegration time. Then we have the one for dissolution, that is dissolution tester. We have hardness tester. Those ones are handy. These ones are used in the quality control departments. Then we have the one for we have tablet dedusters. We have tablet dedusters, and we have the one, I think I've mentioned some of them in your class, the one you use to check to test the fibrillator to test to check the friability. These ones are in the quality control department. The other ones I've talked about are for processing. We have the one for processing. Then we also have other equipment for packaging. Here we have blister packers. Those ones are there. Then we have blister packers are there for what? They are there to pack the tablet, capsules, even soft gel, even injection, even syringes and other small medical items in blister packs. Those ones are there. Then we also have the one for bottling and filling lines. This one is for liquid preparation. So those that produce syrup, those that suspension and other liquid dosage forms, they use those ones to bottle and they close those things. Then we have cappers. This one is just there to design when the bottle has already been filled with the product. Those one is there to do what? To cap. Then we also have cartoners. Those ones are sophisticated machine that used to pack. In some companies, small companies that are still coming up, you see staff arranging those doses by themselves. But there are more sophisticated machines that can fill those boxes with the what? With the with the with the products. Maybe, of course, that in packaging you have your primary packaging, we have secondary packaging, and we have tertiary what? Packaging. Blister and the bottle filling are on the level of primary packaging. Secondary packaging is where this machine now come in. We call them cartoners. They will now arrange all those things in the different cartons, arrange them in boxes and what have you. So these are what we call the cartoners. Then we also have counters. Those ones are there to count capsules, tablets, soft gels and any other dosage forms. Then we also have sealers. They seal the bottle mouth and other things that any other things that is sealable in the packaging segment of the what? Manufacturing outlet. Then we have labeling equipment. This one is there to attach to print and attach labels on the packaging boxes. Of course, that in small companies they may do it themselves, employ people that will just be placing the labels. But in companies that produce in thousands, millions, how many people will do that? So they need labeling equipment to do that. Are we together? I believe we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I believe strongly that we are together. Then we also have tube fillers. Those ones are there to fill and seal the tubes for semi-solid dosage forms like ointment, creams, and gels. They are there to fill the tubes. So these are some of the equipment we have in the pharmaceutical manufacturing outlets. Is not limited to these ones that I've called, but at least I group them now from the processing to the packaging and the processing, packaging, and what have you. All right, so that's for the equipments. That will be all for the equipments. Now let's go down to maintenance and handling of equipment. How do we maintain and handle this equipment? Of course, that if the equipment is not properly maintained or handled, there will be problem. We have issues with the quality and safety of the final product. So what are the practices involved in maintaining and handling equipment? What are the practices? What are we expected to do in order to maintain and handle equipment properly? Of course, the first one is regular cleaning and sanitization. Regular cleaning and sanitization. So the equipment should be cleaned on a regular basis and sanitized to prevent contamination and microbial growth. So after each use, you clean the equipment, sanitize the equipment regularly, and this sanitization and the cleaning should be validating. Should be validated. You using validating procedures, not just anyhow. Because if you don't clean properly, Even the product you want, your product can be contaminated. Of course, now particles left over from the previous one will enter the new product, and most of these things are microbial laden. They have a lot of microbial load. Of course, if the moisture content of what you are producing is much, and the microbial load there can even overpower the preservative. And apart from degrading the products, it can also affect the patient that is taking the medicine. Instead of taking medicine to be cured, the person will take medicine to develop another thing. So it's very important to clean and sanitize the equipment. Then another way you can maintain and handle equipment is to lubricate regularly. So lubrication and maintenance, very important. So you should lubricate and maintain your what equipment. You know, this equipment is always is working. We have machine, we have different parts moving, so they should be well lubricated so that there will be no what, they will not knock. Those that are engine, those that has engine will not knock, and they will not tear and wear out. And at the same time, of course, if you don't just consider your joint now, your joint. Let's talk about your joint now. Maybe your knee joint or your whatever joint. You know that joint is a junction of two bones, and these two bones, for it to move, there should be articulation. And if there is no synovial fluid, what will happen? There will be no movement. In fact, there will be tear and wear of the cartilage of the two ends of the bones in that joint, and this will affect movement. You will not move properly. So this is same thing will happen in machine. Different parts meet at a particular junction. They some slide over one another. They slide over one another and glide over one another. So if the equipment is not well lubricated, there will be problem. In fact, the equipment will stop working. It can't work. Just the same way somebody that has arthritis find it difficult to walk, the same way. So it's very important you lubricate. So the moving parts should be lubricated. Of course, if there is a part that is not okay, that has worn out, this part should be replaced immediately. Because if you don't replace it immediately, it will affect your work. And maybe if you don't check your equipment on a regular basis, then and maintain them, maybe those in the processing part they have mixed a lot of ingredients worth millions of naira for production, only for them to get to maybe the tableting machine, and they find out that is not working again. Those things that they mixed before they come back to repair the whatever would have spoiled. So it's a problem. So we should be able to do what? Maintain our equipment on a regular basis. Now, another point I want to make is that there should be training and qualification. Of course, the personnel that is handling this equipment should be properly trained and qualified, and they should be qualified to maintain, to operate, and to maintain these equipments. So this is also a way of maintaining it. So they should be provided with training on the equipment operation and maintenance. You know, some people can operate equipment, but they don't know what it takes to maintain that equipment. So they should be properly trained to maintain, to operate, and to do what? Maintain what? Equipment. So that is another way to properly maintain the equipment. Now, another point I want to make is that there should be documentation and record keeping. So every maintenance and repair activities carried out on the equipment should be properly documented and recorded. Remember our GMP. I told you about when they remember our GMP and SOPs. When the regulatory bodies come, remember in pharmacy, what is not documented is not done. when the regulatory bodies come, they will check what you have, your documentation. If there's no place you document or what you have done, then you're not doing anything. You are not doing anything. So whatever that is done in the maintenance too should also be what? Documented. So documenting the maintenance and repair activities is very important. So you keep record of all the maintenance and repair activities carried out. Then and you review and update this documentation and records on daily, on regular what? Basis. On regular basis. So that's all we can take on the maintenance and handling of these what? Equipment. Now also let us look at the automation and technology in manufacturing. Remember I told you in our last class, now a lot of things are, the world is operating at a different level. A lot of things are being automated now. So a lot of multinationals have gone far into all these things. So automation and technology play a very critical role in modern pharmaceutical manufacturing. Some of our companies are still using archaic pharmaceutical manufacturing, while others have moved to another level. So let's look at this. So some examples of this automation and technology are as follows. Of course, there was one of the classes I made mention of what? Computerized what? System. So computerized systems that are used to control and monitor manufacturing processes. So this system actually help to improve what? Efficacy, of course. It helps to improve efficacy, reduce errors. Because any error you commit, any error in manufacturing will definitely lead to what? Waste. Remember our lane. Any error will lead to waste of resources. That one is normal. Now, so this if these things are computerized, it will reduce errors and it will also ensure compliance with the regulatory what? Requirements. So examples of the computerized system we can talk of is manufacturing execution system, enterprise resource planning system, laboratory information system, LIMS. All these things are computerized system that can be employed in this new age to be able to make the production an easier one. Even robotics. Remember what I told you about one something online, that soon the amount of robots will be more than human beings on earth. I don't know whether you've heard of that before. So robotics are actually those things you see, those in some local manufacturers here, you see non-professionals. Some of them are school leavers employed in some companies locally. You see them, they will be in the packaging department. They'll be doing some things that does not need professional touch, like packaging of already produced products and other things. Robots in robotics, robots can take over these responsibilities. So you see that here robotics are used to automate tasks like filling, capping, labeling. When all the companies now switch over to this, I don't know what will happen to those people that I don't know where they will go and work. Only God will help us. But the point I'm trying to make is that, but basically this helps it in terms of reduction in error reduction, in terms of time and other things. So and also it also reduce, yes, even though to install all those things may take money, but in a long run it reduces labor cost. Yes, because how many people can do it can be done with the barest, not barest intense, as in time to do it. Time to do will be reduced to the barest minimum. So robotics help to improve efficacy, efficiency, sorry, to help to reduce labor cost and even improve product what quality, because the precision will be high when it's done, unlike when it's done by human beings. So examples of robotics here, we have robotic filling machines, robotic capping machines, robotic labeling what machines. Then even another area is another area of automation here. Automation and the technology here is an area of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is actually taking over. Even some of us now today cannot do anything online again without AI. Just to check one things. People don't think again on their own. You rarely see people don't think again on their own to reason out things. AI is there to think for them. In as much as these things are good, let us not depend so much on that, because when they fail, then that means you have failed. So please, but machine learning and artificial intelligence are also used to improve manufacturing what processes, and they are used to predict quality issues, to predict quality what issues. So all these technologies I've mentioned will help to improve efficacy in a nutshell. They help to improve efficacy, reduce waste, and ensure compliance with the regulatory what requirements. So under machine learning and AI, we have things like predictive modeling, quality control system, process optimization systems. Remember, is the process. The process matters a lot. The process matters a lot. If you get the process right, if you get the process right, you get it right. If you get the process right, you get it right. The end product will always be a good one. But if the process is faulty, the end product will be what? Faulty. The end product will be what? Faulty. Now, the next area I want us to go is on this automation is Internet of Things. Internet of Things. Internet of Things, just internet. Sometimes the internet can be used to connect equipment and systems. And this will enable real time, we talking about quality control and monitoring. With Internet of Things, you can actually monitor real time control of what is happening. And this will help to improve efficiency and reduce errors. And reduce errors. Hello, please don't mind. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Please help me, please. Hello, can you hear me? Are you there? Are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir. You are in.
Hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
All right, please let's continue. Okay, so that's all we can take. That's all we can take on the equipments for. That's all we can take on the equipments and how to maintain them.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Yes, sorry, sir.
No problem. I'm on lecture, please. Are we together? Hello?
We are with you, sir.
All right, so that's all we can take on that. I'm coming. Please, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Please. If you have any question, feel free to ask. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay. So, in the absence of any question, I think we've come to the end of the topic, the pharmaceutical equipment.